Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video we're going to be doing the AW showcase right side, quote unquote the trickier side, completely itemeless. And for my team I'm going to be using Shatra, Mr. Sinister, Serpent and Crossbones. Originally, instead of Crossbones, I used Nico because she's by far and away the best option for that Corg fight. But I heard a lot of people had issue with the fact that I used the champion that's relatively new in the game. Even though she is in the 6-star featured crystals. But whatever, I used a 6-star Nico, and that was a crime against humanity. So we switched it out against Crossbones. Ghost and Kingpin are also viable alternatives. So let's start with the first fight. So first off, we're going in with Shatra. You can use several different mystics instead of Shatra here as well. Like Kushala, for instance, would be quite good. I believe some people use Spiral, some people use Jugs, but Shatra is kind of like my champion of choice. But as long as it is attacker code type of champion, you will make it a lot easier for yourself with getting those intercepts because, you know, no one tries to auto-block you. But if you're unblockable, that doesn't really matter. Now, it does take less damage, but Shatra kind of deals with that fairly fine from the unblockable hits. And as we can see, that's basically all you need to do. You need to punish no special attack to gain the unblockable, and then you go in for an intercept, and then you try not to get hit in the face. Obviously, keep an eye out for that falter timer, that is fairly tricky. So in this fight, I actually tried to charge my heavy attack less for most part, and just make sure that I punish his specials to get that unblockable, to be able to intercept. And with all the buffs that he's getting and everything expiring, you know, you're still kind of doing fine. He didn't really want to go in for an intercept, but we still managed to seal the deal on this fight. Or almost. Still almost at perfect. You know, we took a little smidge in block, but that's about it. Next up, we do have also Bloodstone. I used Sinister for this on the first run, and the second run I used Onslaught. You know, just about any mutant. Most mutants will work, I think, reasonably well. And now she has a party trick of shrugging off the debuff, of course. And even though you do kind of reduce her debuff shrug ability accuracy, you still need to be careful of it. I'm going to get that stun shrugged off in the worst possible time eventually, but Mr. Sinister dealing with this fight perfectly. There's no much issue with it, especially considering that blocking in all the debuffs. Now, when she is unblockable, that does make the fight a bit trickier, but we're kind of good. We're fine. We're good. We're good. So I'm going to throw my special here in the block, and then I'm going to pause my degens. And at this point somewhere... Alright, now she shrugged off the stun. That's fine though. We ate that level 2 like champs. We survived it. We have some willpower healing going on for us. That was obviously a mistake. But I don't need Mr. Sinister for anything else, so I didn't really fuss about it. I didn't want to restart the fight or anything like that. Next up, Hitmon. And Hitmon is on the heavy hitter... what have you node. But Serpent basically gets his true focus up very quickly, and you don't lose it for the entire fight, and that's all you do. So it is ebb and flow knockdown node, where I do need to keep knocking him down, but I'm just going to basically do that with my specials. And if for a while I'm not doing, you know, at most my most damage, I don't care about it. He's going to be unblockable just about the entire fight, but again, I don't really care about it. Hitmon is quite easy to deal with when you don't need to like parry him or, you know, don't need to worry about his evade. So the entire fight I'm going to be doing this. This is another party trick that you can still do after Serpent's level 1. Kabam did not fully take all the blocks away, so stand-up intercepts basically still work even after the special attacks. You just can never push opponent level 3 with them. So in order to make the fight faster and easier, Serpent is one of those champions where you can just start spamming. If opponent's in the corner, you can just start spamming lights and you'll still, you know, typically more often than not get that in. But if you don't want to be doing that, or you don't know how to do that, then, you know, just dash back and get your power bar filled up one way or another. This just kind of speeds up the fight a little bit. So there we go. That Hitmon is just about dead. And we can move on to the next fight. Serpent made this very easy. And now we have Shatra against Null. And again, against Null, any hashtag Coda attacker, I think for the most part, will be doing just fine. There's nothing major happening with this fight. For the most part, just don't get hit. And you start with 1 bar of power, so, you know, before I reach my level 2, I will drop my level 1. And then I always want to be pushing Null to 2 bars of power. And that's much easier to deal with. And as an added thing, I always want to punish that level 2 in order to get that unblockable instead of him. So here I did it with a heavy attack, still counts. I charged it a little bit. Now we are doing some half decent damage. Hold the block there. I mean, like, I could have actually parried as well, but whatever. Then we're going to go into the relic, I believe, to push him past 2 bars of power yet again. And, you know, drop a level 1 whilst we're at it. That's perfectly fine. And here at this point, again, I do punish his special 2. And then I bait out heavy attack, charge my own heavy, drop a level 2. Here, he goes off the script, and despite me holding block, he just blatantly, rudely throws his level 1 into my block. But since I can still punish it, I get the unblockable myself anyways, and now I'm just looking at the timer to make sure that I am throwing a special attack at a time that it would expire. That also coincidentally kills him, so I know how to deal with those reverse controls anyways. So there you go. Wonderful. Easy, straightforward, simple. Next up, we have Lumitrix. And against Lumitrix, we have Serpent. Again, Mixmaster node or what have you here, but you don't really have to worry about it. I do make one mistake here. I do get Mixmaster triggered, but I quickly realized mistake. Throw my level 1, got my true focus up, and true sense, or whatever that is. Anyways, and from this point forward, the fight's quite easy. Ideally, you do want to be pushing level 2s. He will be unblockable most of the time, but again, that's not a big issue. With Serpent, you can also punish his level 2, except that I did make a mistake, which very, very, very rude mistake. One too many dashbacks there, but that's fine. I quickly throw my level 2, get my true focus back, and we're good. So again, for most part, again, just do whatever you can to get him to 2 bars of power. Hope he throws it. Level 1 is a bit trickier to evade, but it's not much of an issue anyways. And slowly but surely, obviously, Serp is a ramp-up character, so the further this fight goes, the more damage I do. Ideally, in this case, like right now, he keeps throwing his level 2s, which just means I have to bait out less stuff. But again, True Focus covers evade and miss, so Serpent's actually a very good Lumitrix counter. And there we go. Serpy is putting in all the work. He throws in one more level 2. I'm going to punish it. He's unblockable. I don't particularly care for it. Activate my level 1. That does a ton of damage. He's at 3% health, and I just quickly finished off. Very easy, straightforward fight. Next up, Medusa. And Medusa fight is also very easy with any hashtag code attacker. This fight has only one kind of like catch to it. You do want to make sure that you get her past 1 bar of power before she reaches 3 Furies. That typically is very easy. And then the only thing that you want to do in this fight really is make sure that you punish her specials, and then you're going to be unblockable. And while you're unblockable, you do not care about her auto block at all. And the simplest version of doing this fight is just keep spamming your level 1s, and life's going to be good. Nothing's going to go wrong here. So I should have really just spammed my level 1s there. I, at some point, do want to get fancy, but that might actually be slower. So again, as long as I can punish a special, get that unblockable, I am a happy camper. And now I did decide that I want to drop that level 2, because level 2 is more damage, of course. But it's not that, needed or great. So here I'm going to go for level 2, which again, obviously does do some damage, but you could just easily spam your level 1s, and life's going to be as good, if not better. So there we go. Again, drop the level 1s. She has power efficiency, so you do need to keep in mind that, but it's nothing too crazy there. She's at 2%. I do need to knock her down now, but in order to do that, I will want to get to my level 1, ideally, I suppose. But, well, it wasn't needed. So that's done. So for this Corg fight, because he's stun immune and it's rupture and poison, as long as you do have one of the both immunities, obviously you'd be doing just about fine. I chose to do this with Crossbones now. Previous fight I did it with 6-star Nico. 6-star Nico is perfect for this fight, but Crossbones not bad either. And here, do not focus too much on, keeping your Furies or anything like that. Just focus on getting aggressive. That's it. Focus on getting aggressive, and then even if you do get a debuff here or there and some of the Furies fall off, it's not going to be end of the world. So, here I do try to maintain some, but I'm going to be still a bit too slow, which kind of sucks. But, as long as I have a couple Furies going on for me, I am absolutely not worried. Corg is going to be unblockable most of the fight, but, it's Corg, it's not too difficult. And you do end up taking some, damage back from those rock stacks, fine by me. so I don't need to come out of this fight with 100% health. And as we can see here, I get a couple of raptures on me, and some place I'm going to take a bit more damage. But, you know, it's nothing overly major, I would say. And again, I'm going here. Then we're going to drop a heavy, but I hardly, you know, again, I do not manage to save many of my Furies. At which point I just carry on plowing, spamming my level 1s. And, you know, he's going down steadily. I have lost barely any health, really. I'm still at 80+% health. He's at 40%. I do have 15 Furies on me, you know, doing half decent damage as well. And getting, you know, solid licks there. And, yeah. So you do not absolutely need like Nico or somebody like particularly special for this fight. You know, Crossbones does a job fine. You know, Kingpin and Ghost would work too if you're good with those. And I'm sure that the whole plethora of other champions would do reasonably well. So yeah, that was Corg. Nothing too crazy there. Now here's gonna be funny because my favorite counter for this Cersei is Tigra. And I wanted to show off a little bit, and I swapped in my 6-star Tigra and not 7-star Tigra, which is kind of irrelevant for the fight, but I'll mess it up immediately. Because I did, you know, start with getting hit in the face, then I dropped my level 1 in order just to get neutralized on, and I did get that intercept, that's fine. I'm gonna go for another level 1, and I accidentally push her at level 2. And what makes it worse, I'm gonna eat it immediately, and life's not gonna be great anymore. And here it crits and I die. So that was how not to do that fight. But I promise you, Tigra is very, very good for that fight, especially because you can dash in the middle of the level 1 and charge a heavy attack, and it's like very easy. So I did have Shatra with me at the same time. I didn't want to do this with Tigra for the video, but I wasn't going to rerun the entire thing or revive. So here, I'm just going to be using Shatra, and Shatra is very, very good because her atrophy is making her unblockable expire super quickly, so I can block the level 1, and it also makes her glancing go away very, very quickly. So the entire thing here is just punish her special attacks, so she doesn't get the unblockable, but you do. And that's what it. That's like kind of like all you need. And then, you know, just spam whichever specials you want. You can, you know, never charge it heavy as well, because of all the buffs expiring will provide you with plenty of MD. And just have fun with the fight, I suppose. So Shatra does this fine, obviously. Tiger does it faster and better, but just screwed it all up initially. And there we go. So she's going to use her level 2, which is fine. At this point, I'm not making the same mistake again. I'm going to be blocking it. And then I'm going to charge my heavy attack a little bit to finish off the fight. There you go. That's it. Done. Job's done. Job's done for the right side. If you guys want me to, okay, fine. Fine. You guys talk me into it. I will record the left side as well very, very shortly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it useful. There will be in like guide type of spreadsheet coming either late at night or tomorrow morning. For now, hopefully you guys like this, and I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information